Hi everyone! I hope that you're ready for K-12 today. So remember, every morning you're going to find that little red and white bouncy ball called Canvas, okay, which is right here. You're going to click on that little red and white bouncy ball, and it's going to bring you to our home screen, which looks like this, okay? What you're going to do then is you have a choice. Remember, science isn't part of the K-12 for DC Everest. So Tenley, my daughter, likes to do science first right off the bat. So she might stay in Canvas and scroll down with 2 fingers and go to the mystery science link. If it's not working, I put the link right on the bottom of it for today. You can click on that, okay? If you'd rather do mystery science later, that's fine too. You can just go right into K-12. So remember, you're going to click the K-12 button, and you're going to be brought to the K-12 website. When you get to the K-12 website, you're going to press this OLS login. And remember, that's the special login information that Mom and Dad helped make for you, okay? So if you're not sure of your password for that, you'll need to have Mom and Dad help you with that and write that down for you, okay? Once you log in to K-12 with your username and password that your Mom and Dad made, you're going to get a screen that looks similar to this, okay? In the middle, before there were no classes, and now you're going to see a whole bunch of classes listed there for the shortcuts today. What I like to do is I like to go up here to the plan button because I always like to see the whole week plan. Okay, so I'm going to click on that plan right now, and I'm going to press weekly plan. When you press weekly plan, you're pretty soon going to see all of your classes for the day pop up. Now, the system was assuming that we were starting yesterday because the classes started to go into the DC Everest account yesterday. So that's okay. We're going to just pretend that we're starting right on yesterday. So you can just go right down the row. Let me show you. Okay, we're going to start on the very first day. It doesn't matter that it was Wednesday. Okay, and we're going to find where it says online learning and brain boost. That's the very first thing that I want you to do today because it's going to help you with some information that you need. So you're going to press on that online learning and brain boost. And then the cool thing is over here, you're going to see in this purple bar that it's going to take you through a lot of really good information. Now, it has it set by week 1, week 2. If you'd like to, and you'd like to with your learning mentor, kind of go through each of those on your own pace, that's great. You only have to do the first one today, okay? So you're just going to go up to the top and press that first one, and then it's going to help you with your online school and how to be successful. When you're all finished with them, it will say complete over here, which means done. It's also going to show you that this activity is online as well as 1.2. So everything you would need to do is online for that. Okay, you're going to press on that first one, and this is really important that your learning mentor is sitting with you while you're doing this because a lot of this information that they give you is going to be really good for your learning coach, okay, to go through too. So the cool thing is you're going to see Knox the Fox, and Knox the Fox is going to take you through a little sample course. You're going to press the play button up here to have him read it to you. And in this lesson, you're going to learn how to get your courses, your daily plan, your messages, your lesson resources, okay? So when you're done with him, you can just go right up here to the little arrow, and you're going to go on to the next screen, okay? And that's what you'll do in every lesson today. Up here in this little toolbar, it's really cool and really easy to read, okay? So anything on the page can be read to you. All you have to do is press the read button, the blue button with the triangle right here, okay? I'm going to expand this right now to see more. In K-12, it also lets you focus in on something. Like if you press that, it's just going to let you focus in on a certain thing that you're seeing on there. So if I'm wanting to just kind of like a a reading guide, right? If I'm just trying to track my reading as I'm going, we have that little focus strip, which is really helpful. We also could define a word. So let's say we were pressing a word and we want to define it. It says highlight a word first and then select define. So you could just highlight that word and then you could press define, and if there's a definition for it, it'll show up on there. Okay. You could also have a word translated, which is really cool. So if you press and hold and press translate, you might see some different translations. Okay. I'm going to make that less over there. So that toolbar will always be up there and anywhere you go. Now, as you're going through this, some of this information will be more for your learning coach and some will be for you, okay? Especially in the beginning, a lot of this is going to be kind of mom, dad, learning coach language so that they know how to help you be successful, okay? Your courses will look a little bit different than this because we don't have these pictures on here, but you're still going to see the same types of things as you go through. So as you're going through your courses and your lessons, you'll always see options to, just like they have right here, even though ours might look a little different, it doesn't look blue over here or purple on the top, but every unit you're going to see your lessons laid out really nice and neatly underneath each of your unit topics on here. So you're just going to keep going through the entire course. That'll kind of help you figure out how to navigate certain things. You can press on the number 1, the number 2. This is just, again, an overview of how the K-12 platform is going to run. You'll know when you get finished because remember at the end it'll see that that course is complete, okay, and you can go on to the next one. At any point you can go up to the back button or the menu button over here and you'll be able to go back to the menu, okay? And you'll see this is your online learning and brain boost course. Again, when you're done with that whole thing, it will say complete. And then you can always go back to your weekly plan to start your next assignment, okay? Just a reminder, by the end of the week, we'd like everyone to do 1 math, 1 literature, 1 handwriting, 1 phonics, 1 vocabulary, 1 history, 1 of each lessons that you would see in your daily plan, okay? Yours might look a little bit different. Tenley is a first grader, so she might have a few subjects that a kindergarten doesn't, or a second grader doesn't, or a third grader doesn't. But basically, we'd just like you to do 1 of each subject by Friday, okay? That's a brief overview. When you go into each one of these subjects, let's say today you wanted to try all of them. Well, that's great. So you could just go right down the row to do math. You already did the online learning. You could do handwriting, then literature and comprehension, and just keep going right down the row, okay? Like a normal school day will be next week. If you'd rather not do that and you just want to try 1 or maybe 2 subjects today to see how it looks from the learning coach side and the student side, that's great. Please know, learning coaches, that in these first lessons there's a lot of adult teacher instructions so that you know how to set up the lesson, okay? And then as you go through that, you will be able to see when it gets to the kids part. We also want to remind you that because we don't have the materials yet, you have 2 options. You can either print off the PDFs if you have some ink and a printer at home. You're welcome to print off those PDFs. And for this week, we're just going to have you take a picture of those and send them to me on email. Second, though, you are welcome to just write them on a piece of paper. If you don't want to print things off, you can just write your writing or write your math on a piece of paper. Kind of just draw it out and take a picture and send that to me that way, okay? I'll be making some more videos on how we're going to submit work and things like that in the upcoming days, but we're just going to kind of take baby steps right now and get just used to the program and how it looks and how it runs. Please let me know if you have